It is 4:30 and I'm set up in the stand. Today we are sitting over the brassicas plot. I'm 80 yards from the spot I sat on opening morning. The clover plot is on the far side of this meadow, and the brassicas plot is right in front of me. We're sitting in a lock-on right next to the creek. I've got a deer crossing literally right behind me, and yeah, just this big open meadow. So hoping for a good night. Bamboozled again. Doggone it. Oh, come on. Man, those 3 doe came through. And I really thought I was going to get one there. And they pulled some Houdini trick on me. And then sitting there 20 minutes later, I see this real dark thing moving through. I'm like, that's a mature doe. Almost thought it was a buck. That's a mature doe. And she walked into the food plot, and right as I was standing up and getting ready to settle in on her, she does a U-turn at like 35 yards and just walks off. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So anyway, that deer ended up just standing in the clover plot eating for a while, and just did whatever a deer does. Made that U-turn and just walked around, and it's just, anyway, I'm not complaining because we're having really good encounters, which is totally not what happened last year. I mean, I think I've already had more close encounters so far this year than I did almost all of last year, so I'm not complaining. We're seeing deer, they're in bow range, so it's only a matter of time before we get one. I don't know what the plan is tomorrow, whether I'm going out tomorrow morning or not. I don't want to do more harm than good. This morning was just the perfect scenario. It made sense to go out this morning, but we'll see what tomorrow is like. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have not already, check out the merch. We got merch. Also, subscribe, follow along, check out the Patreon, exclusive content, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, we got it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.